What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV. I am here to give you a little bit of gaming news that kind of has popped up. And I want to kind of talk to you, inform you about it, which I found very, very interesting. Now, one of the first things I'm going to end up talking to you about is actually, something that kind of twists into the main channel that I end up doing, which is World of Warcraft. And pretty much what's been happening there is that they've started to do some prepping for the new patch that's been coming in, which is 11.1. Now, over the years, I've noticed that they really have never put this much effort into a patch, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk to you all about it. Now, this patch, what they've ended up doing is they brought the raid into play, so you're getting access to all the bosses but the last boss. For the Mythic Plus testing, they've modified and changed almost every single dungeon that's there, and they've ended up including a new dungeon. So you have those new changes and feels that have been happening throughout that whole entire, the whole entire game, and it's something that I think that you all will appreciate and enjoy and like. So if you end up, wanting to take a look at that, you can always check us out on the channel, or if you want, you could just check out, some of the other streamers or people that have been playing it to see if you like it, if you're looking to come back and play. I will tell you that right now, it is still, the patch still hasn't come out yet, and it's a great way to come back to the game if you're really, really looking for it. So, just something I wanted to convey to people, just in case you don't know about it. Now, something else that's really, really interesting in MMO news is it's actually kind of ironic because he used to work for Blizzard, and that's Greg Streets. Now, Greg Streets, he ended up starting his new company where he's ending up starting to make games. Now, I like Greg because he really doesn't hold back his feelings and his thoughts on what's happening. Now, he feels very angry, and he put this in a post on Twitter or X, whichever you prefer to call it, about how angry he's been feeling that MMOs are no longer a really, really polished way of doing anything. Now, well, I shouldn't say doing anything, but like the quality of the MMOs scene right now is not great. There are very few that are coming into that I feel that are good or worth it. I mean, they just brought out, was it Throne and Liberty? It looks beautiful. It looks well done, but the grind and the gameplay for me is just, it doesn't feel MMO-ish to what I am used to, because my standards have been, around for so long, and I've been playing MMOs for so long. And I kind of understand where Greg Street is coming from, but I think that many people don't understand where he's coming from. And the reason why I'm saying that is, and this is literally what he says. He said that because he worked for Riot Games, which is League of Legends, and also Blizzard for World of Warcraft, and he said that both studios have had early success by deeply understanding the gameplay of the genres in which they wanted to innovate. But they both moved on from that success to focus on much, and in parentheses, overly much IMO on polish. Polish is enormously expensive, like 9-year dev cycle expansions. And players do care about the polish. I just don't think they care enough to wait for 9 years. I saw both studios throw away gameplay that probably hit a 85% quality bar because they thought that they could hit 95% with another couple of years. Now, in my personal opinion, from coming from an MMO player for so long, there are games which we've played and we've seen, and I feel that they feel rushed. And I do feel that I don't think that the polish matters. I feel like it's more about the feeling rushed. Test things, make sure things are working properly, and then put them out. I don't like the fact how, I'm going to give you, for instance, my shaman, right? When I started playing the season of my shaman, I enjoyed it. I got my rotation. I understood it. It was great. Midway through the season, I think it was like week 6 or 7, They did a huge revamp and change in my class, and then I hated it. And I was forced to continue to play it because that's all it was. Like, I put so much effort and time into it, I had to play it for the rest of the season. So I think that there's those things that they need to change and fix. But overall, I do think that 9 years is a very long time for a dev cycle for something, for an expansion. I can understand, you know, 3 or 4 years in this AAA type of realm being Riot or Blizzard in this case. So I don't think they really need to go that far into, into a dev cycle to make something more polished and clean. Just make sure that, when you publish it out, you don't need to rebalance it 16 times. That's highly unnecessary. So, my 2 cents. Now, the last quick thing I want to talk to you about is a game which a lot of people are sad about. Me personally, I never played it, but it's called Blue Protocol. Now, this game is going to be shutting down in January 18th at 10 p.m. Japan time. So from what I've seen, they just don't have the player base that is able to keep them going. Now, if you ended up playing Blue Protocol, I'm very, very sorry. If you are working on the dev team there, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that company will, because I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to Google it real quick, because I think it's owned by Tencent, but I want to confirm it. I'm sorry, Bandai Namco. They're the ones that own and play Blue Protocol, and it's kind of sad. I will say that I am very proud that they were able to multi-launch it across multiple different games, but unfortunately, it just didn't hold its own, and it's kind of stinks because the look of the gameplay looks really, really good to me. Because I'm just looking through some of the pictures right now, and I'm like, oh, this stuff looks pretty good. Like this stuff could have been like super enjoyable to play, and I'm kind of sad to see that it's not really going to, not gonna really be around anymore. So anyway, as always, I just kind of wanted to come in here and tell you all about the MMO news that I kind of saw this week. I greatly appreciate you for listening and checking it out. As always, we have our anime channel, we have our World of Warcraft channel, or I should say gaming channel on the other side, if you're looking for that. As always, every single Monday through Friday, I'm on Twitch.tv. My name is Lord PD, or YouTube, I should say. My name is Lord PeteyTV. Keep an eye out. We're going to have a lot more news on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in the next upcoming weeks. We actually have our copy, and we are working on it. So thank you all very much. I love you all. Dream big, keep gaming. Have a fantastic week. Bye, everybody.